ready. We're prepared. Do not give in to fear. We are fearless. This is not the time to be afraid. This is a time to stand up and fight back and to resist any temptation for them to divide us. We're in this together. The rule of law is on our side. We will not give in, not give up. We will not capitulate. We will not bow. We will not bend. We will survive.
So Van Lathan, he said some things. I love him, by the way. He's got his own podcast with Rachel Lindsay. So he said this about what he'd like to see in politics. I agree with him too, by the way, before I play it. I just want you to know where I stand. All right, play it, Smith.
I'm not voting for no nice guys. I'm voting for the first fucking killer that I see. I don't want fighters anymore. Fighters lose. I want killers. I want the political movement to disenfranchise black people, to harass them, to have people jumping out of unmarked vehicles, snatching people off the street, the people that erased Jackie Robinson, the people that make black kids drink dirty water. I want it gone. I don't know if that's Gavin Newsom. I've talked about the fact that, you see Gavin Newsom on Fox, you see Gavin Newsom in different places, and he's impressive when he's up against someone, when he has an enemy to debate with. He's impressive. I'll say this, though. He's a standard corporate do-nothing type of, he is. He's a, and I wouldn't say do nothing.
Yeah.
But he's a standard corporate Democrat, and I am so fucking sick of those guys. Like, watching Cory Booker and Hakeem Jeffries cosplay as NWA, none of that fucking shit moves me. All of that, I give him credit for something that's resonating with people. I absolutely do. And the reason why I give him credit is because I don't give a fuck who you are. I'm not voting for any fucking nice guys. Decent. You must be decent, but you must be on fire about dismantling the political movement that threatens people's lives.
Thoughts and prayers.
100%. Like, I cannot,
okay.
Okay,
I was wondering. All
No,
right, so
like,
your first disagreement with D.L. Hughley is because it was personal. This one you agree with. It was like,
well, I mean,
right.
like, that's the thing, though. Like, I'm not a big Gavin Newsom fan, but he is fighting, right? Where are the Democrats in Congress fighting, right? He is actually taking an action. Like, you want to do this in Texas? I'm going to do this in California. He is taking an action. I want more taking action. And he is a corporate Democrat. He has presented himself as a corporate Democrat. But if he can come in and move us toward like a less, like, we can just get to collective capitalism. Do you know what I mean? Where like corporations and the government and labor unions are working for the benefit of all people, like they do in Japan. Let me have that. That's like, if you want to have capitalists, let's at least go that way. It's not exactly as far as I want to go, but let's go there. But like, I need somebody who is going to basically put people on blast, create, Kara Lyon Lovett. Like, I've been thinking about this over the last couple of days, Karen. I've been sitting in my studio working because school hasn't started. So I'm just drawing and like, I'm not thinking about things. And I'm like, I want somebody like Gavin Newsom to fight. I want him to continue to fight. I want him to continue to troll Trump on the internet. I want him to continue to
it's
do
working.
Stuff. Yeah.
Who knew? Today he had an image of himself with an orange spray tan. And it's like, am I getting it right yet? I said, oh, this guy it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
The thing that the Harris campaign started with, and then they stopped after the Democratic convention. They stopped trolling and they started to move toward the right. They were doing that other stuff. They needed to keep doing that. That was the thing. I think that was the thing, making them seem more ridiculous because, like that woman on Fox News, you probably talked about it this week, but that woman on Fox News was like, who's going to tell Gavin Newsom that he should...
I got it. I got the clip Before we play the clip, though, I just want to give people context. If you follow him on social media, there was breaking news that the chairman of Bed Bath & Beyond announces that he will not open any retail stores in California because of high taxes, high fees, and forced unsustainable wages. And then Gavin Newsom said the company that already went bankrupt and closed every store across the country 2 years ago. Okay. And he's been trolling everybody. Like, so I think he's got a gang of, we all need a gang of children to troll people. And so if we're going to do this. Yeah. So first, before I play the lady, let's play Gavin Newsom talking about fighting fire with fire. Smiz.
This is radical rigging of a midterm election. Radical rigging of an election. Destroying, vandalizing this democracy. The rule of law. So I'm sorry. I know some people's sensibilities. I respect and appreciate that. But right now, with all due respect, we're walking down a damn different path. We're fighting fire with fire, and we're going to punch these sons of bitches in the mouth.
Yeah. Because
that's it right normal. There.
This is not normal. These aren't normal times. This is not normal. Okay. So the clapback, Dana Perino on Fox, really upset that Gavin Newsom is doing everything, like all of the things. And it's exactly the same stuff that Trump was doing, posing as Superman and Captain America outfits with super abs and muscles and all kinds of, authoritarian with the flag on a bear. Like he's doing everything we've seen Trump do on social media. And Dana Perino was just upset about it. Play it, Smiz.
The other thing for me is that for the last week, Gavin Newsom, why am I giving him advice? You have to stop it with the Twitter thing. I don't know where his wife is. If I were his wife, I would say, "What? You are making a fool of yourself. Stop it. Do not let your staff tweet. And if you're doing it yourself, put the phone away and start over. And if you want, he's got a big job as governor of California, but if he wants an even bigger job, he has to be a little bit more serious."
What?
When they're saying this, I'm like, are they? Can they not hear themselves? So weird.
These people, right? They're bumper stickers. I want low taxes and mean tweets. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just like these people and they're like hypocrisy, right? We used to call out hypocrisy. It used to be a thing, right? And so, like, I am right now 100% behind Gavin Newsom. He's doing something and the other folks aren't. Until somebody else can show me that they're doing something, not giving a speech, taking some action. Like, we are in the position that we are in because when Obama was elected, conservatives took an action. They created the Red State Project, which is one of the reasons why we have this redistricting, by taking over all of these state houses so they could do these redistricting. Like, in Congress now, most people don't know this, in Congress now, even though the Republicans have a majority in Congress, they actually represent less people than the people on the other side, right? And this ain't me making an argument for Democrats. This is me making an argument for like people fighting back. And I want somebody who goes into a fight knowing that the other guy is going to cheat with like their own knife behind their back. Do you know what I'm saying? I need somebody, because I like Democrats over and over and over again for the last 10 or 15 years have been coming to this thing. We can be a kinder, more, we can be left, we can be a little bit more, we can be nicer. And no, you cannot. These people stole a Supreme Court seat. They stole it. And then they rammed in another one after saying unprecedented. In 6 weeks, Amy Coney Barrett, the least qualified person to ever be appointed to the Supreme Court in 6 weeks. And they're saying we need to, and these Democrats are we should be like Hakeem Jeffries with a baseball bat, like Trump, we just passed a big, beautiful bill. Why ain't you doing something? Right? Why aren't you making Cory Booker? I'm going to talk for 24 hours, but then out of the same side of his mouth, he's supporting Israel. What are you doing?
Make it make sense, right? Because do they not know that we can see them? It's like,
no,
do they just think nobody's going to do anything, so I'm gonna do this hypocritical thing and no one's gonna check me on it, and because you get called a hater when you point that out. But I feel offended that you would do all of this performance stuff and then behind closed doors taking money from people who are harming people, and then you're pretending to be this, like that. That's a problem.
It was that whole thing with the money too, which is really problematic for me. Most people don't know, and I know you know this, Karen, but I'm just telling this to all the listeners, is that in Congress, in order to be on a committee, you actually have to raise money for the party in power. You have to raise so much money for the Democratic Party. You have to raise so much money for the Republican Party. And I saw a documentary about 10 years ago, and it was Republicans talking about how sleazy this was, right? And so one of the things that I thought was really interesting about 5 years ago, it was an article that came out that AOC would not raise money for the Democratic Party, but she would go and raise money for specific candidates. She was not playing that game. And so I don't know her, and she doesn't represent me, but I keep her on top of my list because she wouldn't do that. And so we need more people who will fight fire with fire, who will basically go on the House floor and call somebody a bleached blonde, bad built butch. But we need more of that. We need to ridicule them in grocery stores. We need to ridicule them on social media. We need to ridicule them. We need to cut them out of the conversation when we are writing laws if they do not agree with the problem, right? I believe that you can come to a conservative conclusion to a problem because I don't believe that I have or people on the left have all the answers. But we also have to agree that there are problems. And if you want to if you want to say that there's a problem, if you believe that there's some black conservatives out there who I wouldn't walk across the street to piss on if they were on fire, but they also believe that the prison industrial complex is a problem for black people. And so they are working against that. They're working for that. And so I give them credit. They have conservative solutions and they see that we're going to fix this problem. That's the kind of thing I want to fix, right? I don't want somebody who says, oh, we talk about slavery too much, right? What is this? I don't want people who don't believe in justifiable truth. I want to sit across the table with somebody who disagrees with me on how to fix a problem, but not that there's a problem. And too many of the people on the other side, too many of the fascists in the Republican Party don't believe that there's a problem.
So I still think the person that could emerge hasn't emerged yet.
Yeah.
But I do like how Gavin Newsom is fighting. I do like it. I appreciate it. Actually, I don't know if he's the candidate that I would want to back, but I like it. I like the fight. Let's play Sean Hannity, who's very.
We're so sorry for these people. That's the problem.
Yeah, I know. It's like any half a bit, a piece of something that's looking like it's doing something is good enough. Maybe it's not good enough. Maybe we need to raise the bar. But right now, this is all we got. Unfortunately, Sean Hannity was so bothered. Here's what he said about Gavin Newsom.
Now, currently, he and a social media team, they are busy trying to mock President Trump on X by posting messages in all caps. He's trying to pretend to be Donald Trump. Gavin is also attacking Fox News hosts. He's trying to bait conservatives into social media fights. He's actually referred to our own Tommy Lahren account as Yelp for toilets. Gee, very clever and funny. Now, currently, he and I have a point. Results matter. A new, performative, confrontational style. Maybe it wins you points with the loony radical base in your party, but America is not going to vote for that record.
What?
But didn't 77 million people vote for the loony, crazy, weird?
Yeah. That's the thing, right?
Follow Jason.
To hear Gavin Newsom say we need to punch these son of a bitches in the mouth, right? That's we are so starved for somebody who actually has some, who will fight, who will not mince words, right? You need to call a spade a spade. Do you know what I'm saying? If those people over there, I don't mean we can agree. Obama went into his first term thinking I'm going to work with these country club Republicans. I can get along with them. And then what did they do? They walked all over him in a lot of stuff. He started with their idea, which we talked about earlier, the Heritage Foundation program for healthcare, which is what Obamacare is. That most people don't know. That was a conservative idea. That was the conservative idea in opposition to Hillary Care in the 90s, right? So they came up with this conservative idea. So Obama starts with a more conservative idea than the Heritage Foundation. And what they do, we're going to make him a one-term president. We don't want to work with him. Where are the dirty tricks? Where is everybody else looking at the rules to try to fix things? If I were Joe Biden, I would have made Kamala Harris president to make her 47.
That's what he should have done.
That's what he should have done. You should have stepped down.
Oh my God, I don't even want to litigate that because it was right there. It was right there for you to do, and then we wouldn't have had. She'd have been an incumbent, and it would have. Jesus, okay, don't get me started. I'm getting triggered right now.
We're ready. We're prepared. Do not give in to fear. We are fearless. This is not the time to be afraid. This is a time to stand up and fight back and to resist any temptation for them to divide us. We're in this together. The rule of law is on our side. We will not give in, not give up. We will not capitulate. We will not bow. We will not bend.